back to our second annual Superintendent Forum. The next 4 questions that will be asked have been collected from faculty and staff.
Our first question will be coming from Makia Wells.
Good morning, Dr. Andrews.
Good morning. Is it Makia or Lakia?
It's Melkia.
Makia. Good morning.
For young students, people to get and stay on the right track, they have to have hope and have options for success. Increasingly being able to go on to some education beyond high school at a 2-year community college or a 4-year college or university is a source of hope you students and have their families. When students completed the writing inventory in October of 2015, many students discussed the issue of not having mentoring programs to prepare youth for college and the real world. Mentoring programs will provide a role model for positive behaviors like studying and staying away from trouble. Will additional classes, for example, a mentoring program, be added to the curriculum?
I think that's just really a great question. All of the questions have been so good. But you are correct in that we do need to move forward with a strong mentoring program. Part of the intergenerational project that I described that's going on at the annex, BPS annex, is about mentoring. The senior citizens are mentoring the young people. They go in every Wednesday. I would like to see a strong mentoring program in all of our schools. It is truly what matters. I'm sure you have some mentors in your life, folks who ask you questions about your schoolwork in the community. But when we can formalize that and make sure that we are keeping up with everybody, I see it as contributing to success. And you are right, preparing for college and someone who you can ask questions of and learn more about what you need to do to prepare for the future is great. And that is something that we're going to have to work on, and to have a formal program in all of our schools to help our students. When I even think about all the people who were in my life growing up and who mentored me and who helped me to see, number one, what reading can do for me. I remember a lady in my church. She was a librarian, and she would always tell me and other students when she got new books, and she always wanted us to come to the library, and I always made it a point to do that. And so just her encouraging me to read and encouraging other young people to just read was a powerful influence. So I appreciate that question. We do need to make that a priority. And I think going a first step for us would be what things, like you named the college part in having a mentor to help you prepare for college. But there are lots of ways that mentors can help us. And just hearing from students, I think, would be great. First, what would you like to, what's important to you, and what do you see the community and others helping you with, and going from there.
Our next question will be coming from Mr. Keyshawn Scott, a freshman.
Good morning, Dr. Andrews. It appears some of our fellow students that there are not enough money for various student activities, such as field trips, extras like uniforms for the choir, and more supplies for our arts program. Additionally, we know that the Board of Directors has limited each club or organization to one fundraiser per school year, thus not allowing students to do more than one event to help bring funds into our schools. Can this rule be changed, and how can we get more support to get money for student activities?
Okay, your question's fully loaded. First of all, I have to take responsibility for saying to all of our principals, it was not our board of trustees. It was my decision, but I don't believe that schools or a school district it should be in the fundraising business. So we have a very small community, and when you are asking people in our community have children in each school. So if every club is doing a great number of fundraisers, we're constantly asking the same people for financial support. What I will say to you today and is that if there are needs, the needs need to be known to the principal of the school, what you're asking for, because we do have funds for field trips. We do have funds for supplies. And we just need to know what it is your students and teachers are asking us to support. And so that's what I would recommend to you. If there are some things that your organization cannot do right now, if there is something that you really need that you need to purchase, we just need to know what those things are so we can help out or at least create a plan to meet those needs. And I think you've seen every sport in our district has new uniforms. They were purchased on last year. And so everything that you need is important to me as superintendent, is important to your principals, so it's important to your teachers. Let's just make sure we create a plan. And what I will say to you and to each employee, everybody in this district and our community, let's look at how we can make it happen, because we can. And just by communicating and not saying, well, we don't have the money, because we really do need to ensure that you're doing all those things and that you have what you need. Your art supplies are important in everything that you just stated.
Our next question will be coming from Miss Brittany Morant.
Good morning, Dr. Andrews.
Good morning, Brittany. How are you?
My question for you is, we know that Lee County School District does not have a lot of funds. However, we need our technology to be updated. Can you tell me when this will happen and to what degree? Will teachers receive a laptop, smartboard, projector, and/or desktop computer?
Brittany, we lag behind, as everyone knows, with technology in our school district. So we do have a plan, and it's a written document, and we probably should put it out there and let everyone see it so that you'll know what our plans are. But we are looking for speed here. The way that the technology team, the company that's helping us, the way they described our situation, they said, think about 10 roads, and then you come into Lee County and there's one road, and it's also a dirt road. So we're going to have to figure out what we need to do to have speed with our internet connections, to have the Wi-Fi. We have all of that in a plan. I can tell you that we are getting support from the State Department of Education. They were here on Monday to talk with us, and they are looking to come in and to help us with that, because it's a huge financial just undertaking. So they are coming in to lend support and financial support, and to ensure that we have what we need in terms of technology. And we have funds that we were getting every year. They were just not enough to do everything that we wanted to do. What we would like to see going forward is one-to-one technology, that each student in our school district, not just at the high school level, at the elementary level as well, will have a device that they can use, and that our teachers will have all of those things that you're saying, making sure that we have smart boards that are operational right now. And I'm just sharing this with you as students, but I think it's important for you to know. On yesterday, I signed a purchase order that was about $50,000 just to make sure that the smart boards we have, that they are operational. We need bulbs, we need equipment, projectors. So that purchase order was signed on yesterday. So we are going forward, but it does take a lot of money. And the $50,000 that I signed was just in repairs and some replacements, because some things can't be repaired and they need to be updated. And that's just a small amount of what we need.
Our next question will be coming from Mr. Brandon Davis.
With the neighboring correctional institution miles away, would a lockdown policy be revisited?
Okay, let's think together about that question. Okay. Safety is important to us. And we have put some safety measures into place, like we have the secure entrance at the front now. The door locks and someone sits there, and you cannot get into the main school with our front entrance. We also have an SRO here. We have administrators who are in the halls. We have teachers and administrators we have trained for safety. One of the things that we have to remember about our school, and I wish I could say to you that we are the safest place, but as you know, and as you keep up with the news, you know that your safety is compromised even in a church. It's compromised if you go to the movie. It's compromised if you walk down the street. So we can't be paralyzed by fear. And in our school, we need to go in and out of classrooms. And we don't need to feel that we're so vulnerable here that we've got to lock every classroom door. And even with locking every door, would it keep you safe? Think about it. Would it? There's a window in your classroom. It's not going to guarantee that you are completely safe from harm. What we do know is that we have our sheriff's department is devoted to safety. They are driving around, they are visiting the schools, they are looking out for us even when you don't see them. Not just the SRO here, but they visit our elementary schools, they visit the high school, they ride around, they check the campus, and they are focused on the safety of our schools as well. They come in, they walk through the schools. The sheriff has talked with me about that. They're just making sure. Your principal, make sure. I've talked with him that they are in the halls, that he is in the hall. I know that even when I call, it's sometimes hard to catch the administrators because they are making sure that everything is going well and that you are safe. So I don't think any one measure, like locking the classroom door, would ensure that we are any safer than we are. I think we're safe in our school. We've thought about our entrances. We've thought about making sure that people just can't walk directly into the school. And again, I would hope that folks would know that as safe as we can possibly be, we are safe here. So to just say no at this time, I don't think that's something that we can revisit.
Our next question will be coming from Ms. Jamiria Caberstock.
Good morning, Dr. Andrews. My name is Jamari Caperstock from New Central Middle School, and my question is, are there any plans in the near future to increase the pay for Lee County School District employees in order to be somewhat competitive with the pay from surrounding school districts?
Okay. When I spoke earlier about the Abbeville case that has taken 22 years for the courts to render a decision about equity, that is one of our challenges. That is what we face in terms of what our budget looks like and the things that we have to do to ensure that our salaries are competitive. One of the things that I will tell you is during this school year, the 15-16 school year, we do have a new salary schedule for our teacher assistants, and we were able to raise that schedule. We have had at times where teachers were frozen wherever they were on the pay schedule, not able to get an increase in pay for the number of years of experience. We've made sure that we have placed everybody where they belong on the pay schedules. Now, that's something that I've advocated for. There's no way, not just me, other superintendents, in saying that there is no way for us to make sure that we're paying our teachers as well as in some of the larger districts right now. We just don't have the money to do that. And in other school districts where there is more money flowing into those schools, they have better pay schedules. It is important to me that all employees are paid well. So we are looking at that, and also I can tell you that the state is looking at that as well. How can they help? Because they have seen that we are not able financially to compete with some of our neighboring districts.
The last and final question will be coming from myself. Dr. Andrews, we know you like to do a lot of things educationally, but do you like to do some of the things that we like to do, such as play cards, dance, eat sweets, or go out with friends?
That is a fun question. Let's see. You said if I like to eat sweets. I love sweets. And in fact, I've been guilty on occasions. If there's a dessert sitting there, I'll eat it before my meal sometimes. But I do like to do a lot of the things that you like to do. Hang out with friends. I think it's important for all people to, have fun and do what they enjoy. So some of the things that you like to do, I even like to dance. I know you probably say, wow. But I like to dance and go out and eat sweets and French fries and probably a lot of the things that you enjoy as well. I just don't have a whole lot of time for it.
That was our broadcast for today. The multimedia team would like to give thanks to the following classes: Ms. Stevens, Food and Nutrition; Mrs. Jackson Kinsley, Arts; Mrs. Tolson, Agriculture, and Lee Central Middle School's multimedia team, under the direction of Yvonne Brown, Ms. Porter and Mr. Patterson, multimedia instructors for Lee Central High School. If you would like to book future events, please contact Ms. Porter at portert@lee.k12.sc.us.
On behalf of the 2015-2016 multimedia team, we would like to express our deepest and sincere gratitude to Mrs. Dr. Wanda Andrews on behalf for her willingness to participate and answer these questions on today. If you look to your right, we have a small token of our gratitude, which is some roses that were given to you by the 2015 multimedia team. And to Mr. Don Patterson, we have not forgotten about you. We have a small token of our love for you as well. Will you please come up here and receive this token?
This is great because Mr. Patterson is always behind the camera and never in the picture, so this is great.
Thank you.
This concludes our forum. Thank you.
And I would just like to say, I'm just so excited about the students in this room. I didn't see Miss Brown in the back. At first, you just sort of blended in with the kids. But I want to thank you too and express my thanks to you and to Mr. Patterson, to Ms. Porter again, and just to the energy that's in this room and with what you're doing in school. I just encourage you to keep up the good work, to stay focused, to do the right things, to learn as much as you can each day and all the time. And I do want to let you know that I'm so proud of you. And again, you all look so nice and you're so professional. And that's what I always let people know about my students. So thank you to the teachers, and thank you for this opportunity.